Hello, hello, and welcome back to Namaste the Soul with Elle. Today's episode, the voice in your head isn't always telling you the truth. So welcome back. I am so grateful you are here today. Whether you're starting your morning with a cup of coffee, a latte, sipping a warm matcha like me, having a tall glass of water, or just taking a quiet walk, thank you for allowing me to spend this time with you for the next couple minutes. Before we begin, let's do something we don't do enough. And we're all guilty of this. Let's slow down. Slowing down doesn't mean it always has to be on the weekend. It can be even in the morning before you start your day. So let's take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly exhale through your mouth. Again, breathe in peace. And breathe out the weight you've been carrying that was never yours to carry. One last time. Let's breathe in compassion. And let's breathe out all our self-judgment. How does that feel? Today I want to have a conversation with you that might change the way you see yourself. So let's start. Can I ask you something? Have you ever caught yourself saying, I'm not good enough. I'll probably mess this up. They're going to reject me. I'm too much. Or maybe I'm not enough. Now here's my question. Whose voice is that? Is that really yours? Or is it the voice of someone who criticized you? Doesn't matter who it was. Doesn't matter how many it was. It happened. You were bullied. They bullied you, made you question your worth, or convinced you that your love had to be earned, because sometimes the loudest voice in your head was never ours to begin with. So let's talk. I spent so many years believing every negative thought that came into my head that people had put there. If something went wrong, I blamed myself. I wasn't good enough. If someone treated me poorly, I wondered what I did, or I don't understand. If someone walked away or they cheated on me, I assumed I wasn't enough. Can you relate? I can. The truth is, when you live through trauma, bullying, gaslighting, emotionally unhealthy relationships, narcissistic relationships, people that were toxic, your inner critic gets louder. Not because it's telling you the truth, but because it thinks it's protecting you. It believes if it criticizes you first, no one else can hurt you, right? That's not true. But instead, it becomes the very thing keeping you stuck. Yes, I'm going to repeat that. It becomes the very thing keeping you stuck. Ouch. Here's what I've learned. Healing isn't about silencing your inner critic overnight. It's about getting curious. The next time your voice says, you're going to fail, pause, just stop. Instead of it, ask yourself, am I believing this? Ask, is this a fact or is this fear? That one question has helped me separate old wounds from present truth. Little by little, I've learned to replace criticism with compassion. Not because I'm perfect, far from it, and who is? The only person that I know that is perfect is God. But because I'm human, and so are you. So this week's soul challenge, I want you to notice how you speak to yourself. Every time you catch yourself saying something negative, pause, ask yourself, would I actually say this to somebody that I loved? If the answer is no, then don't say it to yourself either, right? Why would you? You deserve the same kindness you so freely give to everyone else. So think about that. You deserve the same kindness you so freely give to everyone else. So start giving it to yourself. So today's affirmation, I want you to take one more deep breath with me. Repeat after me. I am not defined by my past. I release the words that were never mine to carry. I choose compassion over criticism. I trust the person I am because my voice deserves to be the loudest voice in my life. My voice deserves to be the loudest voice in my life. I am worthy. I am enough. I am loved. So in closing, I want to leave you with this. I have listened to other people's opinions about me for years, maybe even decades. Isn't it time you started listening to your own? Not to the fearful voice, not to the wounded voice, but to the voice underneath all of that. The one that has always known your worth. The one that has always been quietly whispering, keep going. You're stronger than you think. You survived every difficult day so far. That voice. That's the real you. And it has been patiently waiting for you to believe it. I'm going to repeat that. It has been patiently waiting for you to believe it. If today's conversation spoke to your heart and you're ready to continue your healing journey, I've written 2 books that I hope will encourage you along the way. Becoming You, The Journey Back to Yourself, is about rediscovering who you are beneath the pain, the labels, and the expectations of others. And Living in Survival Mode for Too Long explores trauma, anxiety, people-pleasing, and the survival responses that shape our lives. And more importantly, how we can begin healing and moving from surviving to truly living. Both books are available on Amazon, and I truly hope they remind you that healing is possible and that you're never alone on this journey. If this episode encouraged you, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who you think may need to hear this message today. You never know whose life this one conversation might touch. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, protect your peace, speak to yourself with the same love you give so freely to everyone else, because healing doesn't begin when the world changes around you. It begins the moment you believe that you are worthy of healing. I am Elle, and this is Namaste the Soul. Until next time, I love you. Namaste.